From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Hurricane Erin has made its anticipated northeast turn over the Atlantic and is expected to spend the next several days accelerating away from the U.S. However, AccuWeather meteorologists warn that strong winds circulating around the large storm will continue to generate large waves and hazardous surf conditions into the weekend. AccuWeather's lead hurricane expert Alex Da Silva said that the center of Hurricane Erin made it as close as 200 miles off the North Carolina coast on Thursday as forecast, and it's expected to pass roughly 300 miles southeast of Nantucket as it moves out to sea. The wind field with Hurricane Erin remains extensive, with tropical storm force conditions reaching more than 300 miles from the center, and additional breezy conditions extending well beyond that. As of Friday morning, Erin is now classified as a Category 1 on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, with maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour. As Erin tracks north-northeast between the East Coast and Bermuda, winds are forecast to gust 40 to 60 miles per hour along the Cape and islands of southeastern Massachusetts into this weekend, with an AccuWeather local storm max of 60 miles per hour. The maximum observed wind gust as of Friday morning in the U.S. was 53 miles per hour in Cape Hatteras. The AccuWeather real impact scale for hurricanes in the U.S. is less than 1. Now, the circulation around Hurricane Erin will continue to generate large ocean swells, which will reach the Atlantic coast as powerful breakers. Deep-sea swells will range between 25 and 50 feet in the vicinity of Erin. As these waves move toward the shoreline, rip currents develop as water returns seaward through narrow channels. The greater the wave action, the stronger and more hazardous these rip currents become. Even as Erin tracks farther away and gradually weakens, the swells already generated will take time to subside. As a result, occasional large breakers and strong rip currents are expected to persist along much of the U.S. Atlantic coast well into the weekend. Da Silva advised those heading to an Atlantic coast beach this weekend to stay vigilant. It may seem like a nice beach day with sunshine and blue skies as the storm goes out to sea, but those powerful rip currents will be a concern. While conditions along the east coast of Florida are likely to improve to typical by this weekend, rip currents could be present even in seemingly normal surf. Hurricane Erin produced a storm surge of around 3 feet along portions of North Carolina's Outer Banks and southeastern Virginia, with wave action of 10 to 20 feet in the surf zone on top of the surge. It may take several days before some areas are fully accessible to the public. Storm surge problems from Erin in the U.S. are not quite done. Storm surge impacted beaches from the Delmarva coastline to southern New Jersey Thursday night. Several feet of water rise from Hurricane Erin may extend as far north as northern New Jersey and coastal areas near New York City. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency for the state. Storm surge combined with wave action is expected to affect southeastern Massachusetts into Friday. Impacts on Bermuda have been minor, limited mainly to rough seas and gusty winds surrounding the islands. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Bermuda. These conditions are expected to persist into Friday. The AccuWeather real impact scale for hurricanes in Bermuda is also less than 1. Across southeastern Newfoundland, gusty winds and rough seas are expected from Friday into Saturday. Conditions are not expected to exceed those of a typical moderate nor'easter. Most wind gusts will range from 40 to 50 miles per hour there. AccuWeather's Jason Nichols said that Erin may bring some impacts to parts of Europe next week. It is expected to merge with another storm near Iceland early next week. Moisture and energy associated with Erin may bring periods of rain and gusty winds to the UK by midweek and to parts of Western Europe later next week. AccuWeather meteorologists continue to monitor the Atlantic for additional tropical activity, with a tropical rainstorm and an area in the central Atlantic being closely tracked for potential development in the coming days. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I will be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.